Marques Brownlee.
Welcome to last week this happened. We have a new creator that lost all of his respect for whatever reason. Man, 2024 is the year that content creators have worked super hard on destroying their picture and losing all their reputations. And today, one of the well-respected content creator decided to throw all of that respect away into the trash. So basically, if you're not familiar with this guy, he's one of the biggest tech review guys on YouTube. He's really a well-respected dude and didn't have that much of controversy at all. 2 days ago, this dude uploaded a 9-minute long video on his main channel talking about DJI products. So it was a sponsored video that he already received a lot of backlash for, which I'm going to get into later, which I think is unfair for Marques Brownlee. But that does not mean what he did wasn't wrong. And this dude, for some reason, decided to hop into his car and just start going almost 100 miles per hour in a school zone, in a 35 miles per hour zone. Of course, he deleted this clip in his video because of the amount of criticism he got for doing such an obscene thing. And here's the banger of a clip if you haven't seen it already. It's such a stupid thing to do. Like, what was he expecting out of this? I saw a comment from one of the commentary videos covering this, saying that Marques is actually rich enough to hire a racetrack or close roads off to film, which I couldn't agree more with. I genuinely don't know what he was expecting out of this. Going 100 miles per hour in a 35 zone means that there might be some danger around, like some random kid could cross the road without checking, or even if you don't hit a person, you might lose control, and the whole thing is just so obvious. They put a limit on that road because they know what they're doing. As a billionaire or as the poorest dude in the USA, you should follow these rules. One of the things that is mind-boggling to me is what was the point of doing that? You are advertising cameras, DJI gear and product. This is a sponsored video for DJI. That segment in the video was one of the most useless self-fucking segment I've ever seen. And I like how he is clearly aware that that segment was just useless in the video. He commented, he pinned his own comment. He said, cut out the unnecessary driving clip that obviously added nothing to the video. And he almost says it in the way that, oh, if no one called me out on it, I would keep this clip in the video because I want to flex my 800,000 piece of iron to my fans. Like, no, you should address it in a way where you actually admit you were wrong and that you did something wrong, rather than being passive-aggressive about it and saying that you took the clip out of the video just because it added nothing to the value of the sponsored video, which it didn't. Turns out he made a tweet addressing this, and he actually did apologize for it and admit that it was reckless. He said, last video, I did something pretty stupid. Yes, you did. You might have already seen it, but maybe not, so I'll address it here. There was a clip with the action cam of me test driving a car and going way too fast. Absolutely inexcusable and dangerous. Good job, wow. I've since cut it out of the video with YouTube's editor tool. I also understand that this looks like covering it up, but I think it's the right thing to do. Now, I just want to stop there and I want to make a point in there. He said, I also understand that this looks like covering it up, but he literally blurred the speed of his car in his dashboard. It's just so obvious that you're trying to cover it up so bad and you want to show off your car. My opinion. I don't know what you think of this. Let me know in the comments. He also said there's no reason to leave that clip in. There was no reason to include it in the first place. I would never want to make it seem okay by leaving it in the video. That's a terrible example to set, and I'm sorry for it. Wow. At least he gets a pat on the back for actually apologizing, and not a lot of content creators can do that nowadays. And the Indian Most Critical went over this in his own video.
Coming from a creator that I do still respect, and a creator that I honestly really expected to do like infinitely better. So one of the videos that Marques released literally a day ago, how my video gear is changing. Now the sponsor wasn't the worst or craziest part, and it's not something that I have an issue with. Now if you watch this video now, there's an entire segment that's apparently been cut. And what does that segment have? It has Marques Brownlee recklessly driving. And I'm not talking a little over the limit. I'm talking enough to get a license suspended on the fucking spot. Yeah, this is one thing that I saw, and it really did piss me off. But, you know, normally when I see a YouTuber just like kind of shuffle things out by cropping videos, it makes me realize that, yeah, they not only knew they made a fucking serious mistake, but, you know, just pretending like it didn't happen is wild. Now, if I was to be charitable, I would think, you know, with the resources that Marques has, he probably shut down the road that I'm about to show you. But there was no mention of this. In fact, he's like, cut out the unnecessary driving clip that obviously added nothing to the video. I hear all your feedback on sponsored videos.
Well, if he's going 40 in a 25, it's terrible, it's bad. But and then if he's going at a 90 in a 50, it's terrible, right? But if he's going 90 in a 25. Well, that's fucking insane. Well, that's fucking insane. Guys, 96 in a 35 is a fucking diabolical, okay? That is it. Chat, guys, you don't even go 96 on a freeway.
Going back to that point that I wanted to point out, his fans did call him out for just doing a sponsored video, and it's not like he's doing a full sponsored video about something he is not specialized into, or that it's not his own category, which means he is a tech review guy on YouTube. So I think it makes complete sense to be sponsored by a company like that when you do videos like that. Unlike some YouTubers that do sponsored videos about things that they are not related to, or they're not categorized into at all. And I think the backlash that he got from making a 9-minute long video about camera equipment and gear kind of doesn't deserve it, because he actually is specialized into that stuff, and he is a tech review guy, and he can make a full sponsored video about cameras and testing them out, you know, shouting them out in his video. I think it makes complete sense. And I think the backlash he got from it and the criticism is just a little bit over the top. I think because he made too much oopsies. For example, the wallpaper panel thing that he did was also wrong, but you know, that doesn't mean that anything he does right now, it needs to be under a microscope. But yeah, that's just my opinion, and I would very much like to hear what you guys think of this too. Make sure to comment down below, and I will reply to you. This is Spicy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Mr. the Best! Mr. the Best! Mr. the Best!
Every single one of these thumbnails has faces that are so fucking unnatural that it's terrifying. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? This video of Mr. Beast literally has 53 million views, and he's changed the thumbnail like 5 fucking times.